Hey guys, this is Ashley with PS4 Daily, and I just wanted to answer a few quick questions that I've seen that people have had about the remote play with the PS Vita and how that works with the PS4. So we're going to take a look at that right quick. And what you'll notice is there will be a PS4 Link icon on your Vita once you've set up your PS4 with your Sony account. So we're going to go there, start. Now, this is already set up, but the process is super easy. All you need to do is click this and it'll ask you if you want to link your PS4. You hit yes, and then it'll give you a code on the PS4, so you'll need to be at home to do this. You can't do this on the go. And once you get it linked, then you can start doing this. You can use it either as a second screen or you can do remote play, but that's what we're going to do. And right now, the PlayStation 4 I have is off, so as you can see, it's in standby mode. It's turning on the PS4. The PS4 is about 10 feet away. There is a wall between us. Both devices are connected wirelessly, so you'll see that performance. And I'm pretty sure that you'll get better performance out of this if you have the PS4 at least hardwired. I don't have that, so checking the connection environment. Make that a little bit clearer there. Alright, and so there you can see what I have with the PS4 going on. You can see I've downloaded Warframe, Blacklight Retribution, and of course Assassin's Creed. So let's go ahead and try playing Assassin's Creed. Now this is where things get a little bit wonky because of course the DualShock 4 has triggers and buttons, and the Vita, we only have these two buttons right here. So I don't know if you can read this, but let's try and zoom in there. That's not going to do it. So we have to make use of the touchpad, and for this, the L1 and R1 buttons are the top of the touchpad, and of course the L2 and R2 buttons are your shoulder buttons. But here's the interesting thing that I didn't really notice, and it was kind of strange. I guess I'm stupid for not realizing it, but since the analog sticks on the Vita don't have buttons under them like the DualShock 4 and the DualShock 3, you have to use those right here, which I'll show you why that's important for Assassin's Creed anyways, because this is the only game that I've tested with this, so. As you can see, there's not really, I mean, there might be a slight, very, very slight input delay. But, here is Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag on the Vita. So to go to map, I just touch the screen and it takes me to the map. You can see we were sailing around. Pinch to zoom, just like you would on a smartphone device, to zoom around the map. Let's go to some land right quick. This is a little bit fiddly. I mean, it doesn't react with your finger one-on-one, so it takes some getting used to, but I would say that it is highly playable. It just takes a little bit getting used to because you have to have your fingers on the pad back here to do the buttons. So here we are on LAN, and the reason why I said that it's important to remember that you touch the corners of this for your stick buttons is some stick buttons use that for crouch, some use it in special ways. The Assassin's Creed series uses it for eagle vision, which just tap here, and of course we activated Edward's eagle vision, which helps you find guards and interesting things. And of course, the right stick centers the camera back in front of him. So those are easily accessible. They're not really, I wouldn't say that they're out of place. The only buttons that I would say are out of place are the R1 and R2, and excuse me, the L1. If you can see me activating it there. It's not doing anything right now, but that's mostly because I don't have anything that I need from those buttons. If I hold R1, this brings up, you can see the progress I have on this island of all the things that I've collected. I'm holding my finger on the back of the pad, and you can see it's not really wanting to stay there, which is kind of fiddly. So that's the only downside, I would say, of remote play, is that the L1 and R1 buttons are virtual. They're not physical. And so you kind of have to apply a weird amount of pressure that doesn't... It's just like using a smartphone. When you try to have buttons on a smartphone, you're not... The touchpad doesn't really work for that. But I mean, if you want to get some gaming in on the go, that's probably the best way you're going to do it. And if you hold these buttons... See, I'm having to hold the Vita weird to get it to... Anyway. That's just a quick look at remote play. Let's run around a little bit. Notice there's not... I mean, there might be a little lag, but it's not super noticeable when you're playing. I don't want to cause too much trouble because this is my home island. Now, the first time that I activated remote play, I was actually downloading some things on PS4 at the time, and it was a little bit laggy then, and there was some screen cutting out. But right now, I don't have anything downloading. This is the only thing, well, it's not the only thing connected to the network, but it is the only thing that's using any resources. But I have a pretty decent connection. I wouldn't say it's crazy. I mean, some people who live in cities that are larger than mine have crazy internet, but it's 25 down and 5 up, which is pretty decent for a small area. I mean, I haven't experienced any problems when Netflix is playing or anything like that, so... This is definitely playable though, and if you're curious, I will have a comparison video for the PS4 remote play with Vita and a comparison to the Wii U off TV feature. So check back later in the week for that. And this has been Ashley with PS4 Daily, just a quick look at remote play on the Vita. Thanks.